What's up guys, Steve here with your stimulus package update, and in the next 24 hours, it looks like we're going to be finding out if the next stimulus package is going to be big or if it's going to be coming out fast. Which would you prefer? Let me know in the comments down below. I know we probably prefer big and fast, but it looks like it's going to be either one or the other. And we're going to be finding out here tomorrow as the Senate goes back into session. So we're going to be diving into some articles. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest regarding the stimulus. And today is the second day of President Joe Biden's day in office, and he is signing more executive actions. We're going to be taking a look at that, as he said his first priority is battling the pandemic, which he's taking care of today, and then he said his second item is going to be providing more stimulus. So we're going to dive right in. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest, but before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, it'll just take a second. Be sure to smash the like button. I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel. Like button, leaving comments, and sharing these videos out to anybody that you think might need to see them. It helps out the channel. Thank you so much. And also, if you're not already a part of the viewing community, why don't you just go ahead and smash the subscribe button to stay up to date on everything rolling out, and turn on the notification bell so that way as soon as I upload, you can be notified right away. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram as well at SteveRam3. But now let's go ahead and dive into the latest unfolding right now regarding stimulus. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and dive right in. So as you know, today is the second day of President Joe Biden in office. And we saw yesterday, immediately after his inauguration, he actually signed 17 executive actions. We had heard 11 or a dozen. It turned out there were 17 of them. And today, he's going to be signing several more to battle the pandemic. So let's take a look at an article that just came out about an hour ago. A link in the description below if you'd like to check it out for yourself. And it says, Biden to sign executive orders on pandemic vaccinations, pandemic response. On his second day in office, President Joe Biden will sign 10 executive orders to ramp up pandemic vaccinations, expand testing, and reopen schools as he outlines a detailed plan to tackle the pandemic. The new administration will increase the number of vaccination sites by creating federal community vaccination centers in stadiums, gymnasiums, and conference centers, staffed with thousands of additional workers, some of them from federal agencies and the military, as well as first responders. Biden has set an ambitious goal of giving 100 million shots in 100 days, picking up the pace from the 17 million shots the Trump administration recorded in a little over a month. Administration officials think that they have the supply and the resources to meet the goal, but they said they will need funding from Congress to expand vaccinations to the wider population, increase testing, and help schools reopen. Biden is asking for more than $400 million for the pandemic response as part of the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. So it looks like Joe Biden is trying to tackle the pandemic head on in his first couple days in office. And we actually heard this reiterated this morning as well in a live press conference from Nancy Pelosi. But what we're hearing is that Joe Biden is saying he's going to need additional support and funding from Congress in the next stimulus package. Now, speaking of the next stimulus package, what we're hearing is that it's either probably going to be very big or it's going to come out very fast, but it's not going to be both. It's going to be one or the other. Now, let's take a look at an article that provides us with a lot more detail as to what we might see here unfold, as there could be a couple different paths. So, a link in the description below to this article that just came out a little while ago, and it reads, Democrats weigh their stimulus options, go big or go fast. A new era has dawned in Washington, but the divide over the pandemic relief on Capitol Hill is strong as ever. Even Democrats aren't sure of their next steps. With the party's full takeover of Washington complete, top lawmakers are eager to quickly deliver a new aid package as the virus tolls worsen by the day. That's about where the agreement ends. Though President Joe Biden rolled out a $1.9 trillion relief proposal last week, big questions have yet to be settled in the Capitol, including what exactly Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer will put forward, if Republicans will participate in negotiations, or even when Congress will act, what Biden, Pelosi, and Schumer decide, and how much GOP cooperation they get will do much to shape the direction of Democrats' first opportunity to govern in decades. Okay, so before we read on, just to clarify, right now the Democrats are in full control of Congress. They're in control of the presidency, the Senate, and the House. So that's why in this article they're asking, what direction does Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Joe Biden want to go? And I see a lot of people commenting saying, well, Republicans aren't going to go for this. Well, the way that they're in full control of Congress, it doesn't necessarily matter, because we're going to be reading about a thing here called a reconciliation bill, where as long as they stay within certain guidelines and the Democrats stay unified, the Democrats can pretty much push through anything they want. So let's go ahead and continue reading. In recent days, Democrats on the Hill and incoming administration officials have been privately discussing several potential paths to bring legislation to the floor quickly. Now, one of those leading options would be a powerful budgetary maneuver that would allow Democrats to evade a Senate filibuster and muscle their package through both chambers with virtually no support from Republicans. But that tool, known as reconciliation, would be a divisive first move for a Biden administration insistent on bipartisanship. It's also an imperfect process. Any bill would likely be limited in scope to comply with strict budget rules, and Democratic leaders would have zero room for error to secure the 51 votes for passage in the Senate. I feel like that's got to be our very last resort, said Representative Raja on Wednesday. We've got to do everything we can to make this bipartisan. So in other words, what we're hearing is that even though Democrats could push this through on their own with reconciliation, they want it to be the last resort. They're saying that they want to play nice with Republicans, they want to get bipartisan support, and they want everybody to get on board with passing stimulus. And also, they can only do reconciliation a limited number of times as well. So they like to kind of keep that in their back pocket. Now, so they're also looking at some other alternatives that could help them out at this time. So let's keep reading. Let's take a look here. It says, some House Democrats are also eyeing another possible alternative, a bipartisan bill to dole out some quick cash for the vaccine distribution and $1,400 stimulus checks that would cost far less than the $1.9 trillion package that Biden initially sought. That path, those Democrats argue, would address two critical areas of relief and deliver a much-needed win in the early weeks of Biden's term. And some lawmakers in both parties are still holding out hope for a big bipartisan bill that moves through both chambers quickly with enough Republican backing that Democrats could hold reconciliation in reserve. That would require support from at least 10 GOP senators to clear the Senate's 60-vote threshold, an uncertain outcome. So in other words, they could do reconciliation, but they want to hold it in their back pocket if they can, and they want to see if they can convince 10 Republicans in the Senate to get on board so that way this can get bipartisan support. Now, Democrats are under pressure to move quickly as Biden took office just one day after the U.S. passed a devastating milestone of 400,000 deaths from the pandemic, and the economy appears to be stalling as well. Lawmakers of both parties acknowledge a deadline of March 14th because that is going to be when the latest round of federal unemployment aid comes to an end. Several Democrats have privately acknowledged that reconciliation is likely their best bet of delivering relief unless Republicans get on board quickly. Democrats are prepared to deploy reconciliation quickly if Biden's package fails to garner enough GOP support. I think we've got to reach out to Republicans, said Bernie Sanders. He said, I hope many of them understand the crisis that we're facing, but if they don't, we've got to go forward with reconciliation. House Budget Committee Chair John Yarmuth said he could set the gears in motion for reconciliation in a matter of days if needed. He's skeptical that Biden's full plan would earn enough Republican support to totally avoid using it. He said, we're at a point where we can do whatever the leadership says they want to do. We're prepared to use reconciliation for the relief package, and we're saving it for the relief package because that's our number one priority, but we hope that we don't have to use it. All right, so I know that was a lot of reading, but I felt that was a really good article that covered it in a lot of detail, letting us know the potential path forward that we could be seeing a very large stimulus package, or we could be seeing a smaller, more specific one coming out here very quickly. And it's very likely we're going to be finding out which one it's going to be in probably the next 24 hours as soon as the new Senate is in session. And no, as soon as we find out, I'll be sure to let you guys know here on the channel right away. And once again, you guys, if you like and appreciate these video updates and you've made it this far and you haven't already, why don't you just go ahead and smash the like button? I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel. And if you're not already a part of the viewing community and you would like to stay up to date on everything rolling out, be sure to smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way as soon as I upload, you can be notified right away. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram as well at SteveRam3. And also, if you'd like a chance to get 4 free stocks, a link in the description below. When you download the Webull app using my link, you can get 4 free stocks on Webull. Well, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. I'll be sure to keep you up to date. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.